Okay, so the difference between inbound leads and outbound leads and how you have to treat these leads completely differently. So if you're doing any inbound marketing like Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, any form of magazine advertising, then you know what I mean. I'm actually at the Grant Cardone 10X Bootcamp right now. It's gonna be a 3-day sales and marketing event where we're gonna go over different marketing strategies and sales strategies. But I wanted to make this video just because inbound leads actually aren't all as cracked up as people make them. Inbound leads are hard to close. When someone finds you from a Google ad or a Facebook ad, especially for search engine derived leads, it's tough to turn them into paying customers. Main reason being, these people are going to be much more likely to shop around, to look at different vendors for pricing, and to ultimately not make a snap decision, because when someone comes to you through inbound, through some form of online marketing as an example, they know that they can just go call the next company, okay? They know that you're just one of many. So it's really important when you design your sales process to come into inbound marketing having a clear differentiator in place, okay? So that every inbound lead that calls you immediately is left with a hook so that they can't forget what makes you different, what makes you unique, why when they hang up that call after calling you through inbound, why do they have to move forward with you versus the 10 other people in your niche that they could just call the same way that they called you? They can just go to Google and find the next company. It's a very important concept to have this intertwined into your sales process so that you're prepared for how to handle inbound leads. This is vital, vital, vital. Okay, then you have outbound leads, okay? Outbound derived leads are from either events, cold calling, cold email, and other disruptive forms of quote unquote marketing, okay? Very different. When you get an outbound derived lead to express interest, there's a much higher chance that, I'm not saying the close rate is necessarily better, but what I am saying is outbound derived leads, there's at least a higher chance for them to look at you as the only choice versus a choice, okay? As the choice versus a choice. When you get someone who finds you on the internet, there's a very good chance that they can just go call the next person if they, don't like anything about the phone call with you, or they don't feel that you differentiated yourself well, especially if you're a high price company, meaning that you command high prices. So understand this logical difference. There's outbound derived leads, whether again, that's through events, that's through cold email or cold calling, or doing LinkedIn networking. These people are going to have a much higher chance of looking at you as the choice versus a choice. So don't ever think that you can put the air conditioners on, as my dad used to always tell me growing up when he was running his paving company. He always used to tell me, never put your air conditioners on when things are good. And it's so true. When you start getting inbound leads, it's really easy to get complacent and to start thinking you can just answer the call and say, how can I help you? Da, 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 da. And not keeping your salespeople, if you have salespeople answering the calls or an intake staff, not holding them accountable, because you look at these inbound leads as layups, but really they're the furthest thing from layups, because even though they have interest and they've expressed a need, the way they found you is how they can find competitor number 2, 3, 4, etc. So make sure, if you're going to invest in inbound leads, you have a clear differentiator, okay? And have that intertwined into your sales process, that anyone who talks to a potential client, customer, whatever, makes that potential client or customer leave with a hook in their mouth, so they just can't forget what makes you unique, and they ultimately end up choosing you as who they want to work with.